Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. Governor Kristi Noem signed an executive order over the weekend declaring an emergency in response to the flooding impacting much of southeastern South Dakota. Saturday's declaration sets into motion state and federal help in assisting communities dealing with high water. The executive order also includes a no boating declaration on several lakes impacted by flooding. They include Lakes Alvin, Henry, Marindal, Menno, Swan, Wall, and Lake Vermilion. The city of Sioux Falls issued an emergency declaration of its own Saturday as the city deals with flood-damaged neighborhoods, a strained wastewater system, and a Big Sioux River overflowing its banks. Mayor Paul Tenhaken says Falls Park is not a safe place right now. He's urging people to stay away from the falls, especially the wet rocks along the river's edge, until the water levels recede.
It's really fascinating to see what's going on with the falls. I mean, the flow is impressive. Mother Nature is very strong, but I also saw people, a couple guys that were calves deep, knee deep, walking around in the water, and I just can't stress enough. It's a very dangerous part of our community when we have this much rain. So the park is open. I'm not going to be taking my kids down there or my family.
There were 9 water rescues in Sioux Falls last week, including one just upstream from Falls Park. The city of Sioux Falls is stressing the importance of cutting back on water usage as the city deals with an overworked wastewater system due to all of the recent rain. That means until further notice, residents need to reduce their shower times, avoid running the dishwasher, waiting to do laundry, and fewer flushes of the bathroom toilet. The city's wastewater system was running at capacity going into the weekend.
Wastewater plant was running about 45 million gallons per day, and we were diverting about 34 million gallons per day into our storage basins. And so the quick math is that's about 80 million gallons per day. That's about 4 times our normal flows.
On Saturday, the city ran out of storage and had to start discharging untreated wastewater into the Big Sioux River. Cotter says it's a necessary last resort in order to prevent sewer backups in homes. The last time the city had to discharge excess wastewater into the river was back in 2010. It's been a weekend of bailing out and cleaning up for people living along Swan Lake north of Viborg. The rising water has surrounded and submerged lakeside properties. The Swan Lake Association president tells KELOLAND's Don Jorgensen that nearly 20 homes and cabins are impacted.
You ever seen anything like this?
No, Dave's been here
44 years, nothing, even close.
Lake residents say they received more than 8 inches of rain on Friday night. One man says he has 18 inches of water in his lake home, and it could be months before it can get dry and fixed. Swan Lake is also one of several in southeastern South Dakota where a no boating declaration is in effect. Let's take a first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Scott Munt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. A dry day today, mostly sunny conditions. It will be warm. We'll have light winds. Temperatures today will reach the 80s, a couple of us in the 90s in the parts of western and southwestern South Dakota. High of 95 in Pine Ridge, 91 in Phillip. We'll have 80s in central and eastern KELOLAND. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
All right, thank you very much, Scott. Well, he was South Dakota's very first rock star. Myron Wackendorf of Sioux Falls was the lead singer of the group Myron Lee and the Caddies. They traveled the country in the late 1950s and early 60s with some of the biggest names in rock and roll at the time. The group also had a hit song of their own called Peter Rabbit back in 1962. We learned this weekend that Wackendorf has died just days before his 83rd birthday. Some kids in Sioux Falls are attending summer camp in a kitchen. Plum's Cooking Company offers classes for wannabe chefs of all ages. It's a way for the business to reach out to the community and share a passion for food preparation. You'll meet some of the young kitchen campers who are hungry to learn how to make new dishes in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. The summer concert series at Goodhurst State Park, southeast of Sioux Falls, features Amy Ellsworth. The music starts at 4 p.m. A park entrance license is required, and seating is limited, so you may want to bring your own lawn chairs or blankets. Enjoy South Dakota wines and live music by Billy Lurkin during Sunday in the Vineyard at Wild Prairie Winery near Brandon. The pet-friendly event runs from 2 to 5 p.m. The Sioux Falls Municipal Band performs a free concert titled Fiesta. The concert takes place at the Terrace Park Bandshell at 8 p.m. Quarry Days wrap up in Del Rapids with a church service at the City Park Bandshell at 10 a.m. Train rides from 11 to 3. Performances by kids entertainer Phil Baker at 1 and 2:30. a jigsaw puzzle contest at 3, and a fireworks scheduled for dusk. And the Sioux Area 4-H Rodeo is taking place at the WH Line Fairgrounds in Sioux Falls. The action gets underway at 10 a.m. in the Deep Herring Valley Arena. Scott?
And in weather for today, we are looking at dry skies, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. It will be warm, temperatures in the 80s and 90s. Downright hot and humid for tomorrow. Dew point temperatures expected to return to the 70s in central and eastern KELOLAND. You combine that with the air temperature in the 90s, well, that heat index in the triple digits. And then we'll watch extreme eastern KELOLAND that may get clipped with a couple of thunderstorms Monday night. And then Tuesday is looking dry. And there's a chance that some of those storms may become severe. Right now, that slight risk is for central and northern KELOLAND for tomorrow night. And then toward the end of the work week, the moisture returns. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, and then for next Monday, you can notice how the moisture returns across eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. Forecast for today is dry, mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the 80s and 90s. Tonight will fall to the 60s. Will not be surprised if some of us wake up to temperatures in the 70s. Hot and humid for tomorrow. You can always check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great day.